Okay, so I'm in. Stick it on. Well, good evening, everybody. I see we've got some Spanish already. Buenos noches from Xbox. And we got one from the US from Rod Norris. It's a Spanish night, isn't it? Liam Inverness, must be sunny there tonight, I bet. Yep, so anyway, it's another 2 weeks gone by. A lot's been happening, obviously, as you probably hear about news in Spain. I'll tell you a bit about that later on. I'm just sort of welcoming people. We've got 28 looking at the moment. Guys, the guys that are on Facebook, there should be a link on there because it doesn't tell me who you are or anything other than good evening. I've got Richard. Is that Richie? Richie, yeah, Richie's in. Top man. Nice to see you, Richie. Rob's doing his Spanish again for me. Anyway, as you probably also notice, my Oppo, Harvey's not with me tonight. So make do with my slow speed. Unfortunately, with Harvey, he can't be here really because if he was here, I should say, he would have to wear a mask because the Spanish rules have got a bit stricter over the past week or so. If I've got any visitors that come into my property now, they have to wear a mask. And I'm not expecting poor old Harvey to sit there for an hour wearing a mask. So I'll give him a night off. So Harvey, top man, I'll see you tomorrow morning. But yeah, so Harvey's got a night off. So you just got to put up with me, guys, if I get a bit mixed up with all the messages. Steve, nice to see you. LS, watch your Sean, good, nice to see you as well. First thing I'm going to do first, as things are coming in, Heather's popped in as well. Nice to see Heather. I just want to say a big thank you, as always, to everybody that helps me out in the old coffee fund. And for the past couple of weeks, I want to say thank you. First, a big thank you for Martin. He knows who he is. I also want to say thank you to Peter, Charles. Yeah. And also I want to say a big thank you for the people that bought the T-shirts. That's most appreciated as well. Obo, England, yeah, whatever. How's the weather? Yeah, hang on, I just got Kev the Argonauts popped in as well on bended knees. Yeah. How's the weather? It's been really nice this week, guys. I think we had a bit of a storm the other day, but other than that, it's been up into the 30s. It's getting hot. Another Facebook user, but anyway, like I said, guys, if there'd be a link on the Facebook page to the StreamYard thing, and it always something to do with the privacy thing about let me know who you are. If you don't want to do that, that's fair enough. But anyway, thank you very much for popping in. That's what I enjoy seeing people. We've got 43 in now. Ever says it's rubbish. You can't have the weather good all the time. You've had some good weather this year, Ever. Come on, you've had a nice bit of heat wave as well. At the moment here, it's gone really hot and sticky. Would you really want that? Really? Anything else on there? No, I'm right for the moment. Oh yeah, just in case, Joyce, if you're watching, Joyce, you know you are my number one fan. I just got to give her a wave. She's probably not on yet. I'm just not going to get that, am I? See, my Oppo Harvey, who's that one, that's it, would have been here. He would have understood all that. Yeah, thank you very much, Malcolm. Yeah, I can understand that, thankfully. I haven't been converted yet. That was I know. Well, to be quite honest, usually a week is probably a good idea for the summer in the UK, isn't it? But You've had a long one this year. So Xbox now. I think Xbox is up near Barcelona, but I might be wrong. Might have been Madrid. I just seen Robbie there. Yeah. Hope you get there next week. Well, we'll have to see. Things are a bit uneasy at the moment here, unfortunately. It's a bit cloudy, but we're still outside of my shorts. Sorry about the image I've just placed in your mind. No, I think I'm all right there. I'm all right there, Kev. Yeah, Barcelona, that's it. So obviously the weather up in Barcelona is hot and sticky. I think tomorrow we got another fantastic day, and I think it's carrying on to next week as well. So any guys that are coming over, yeah, bring your shorts and t-shirts and your flip-flops. You won't need your overcoats. I can just say you just won't need your overcoats. Can you see from the dark streets? Where I live, Steve, we got street lights, so unfortunately you won't be able to see us. But I've been watching some guy that obviously big into not street light. He's big into the comments. Yeah, I won't be able to see it, unfortunately. But I suppose if I was over the other side, yeah, I'll probably be able to see it. Showing off Sean. Lot of waving going on there from the Facebook user. Right. Okay. I'll just kick it off straight away. Past couple of weeks, obviously, we've come out of lockdown and things were getting back to some sort of normality where we got outside entertainment going on. I think last night it was quiz night, and tonight I think it's a bit of a well, anyway, on anyway, we got a bit of a DJ. Is that the same word? Yeah, he's not here tonight because unfortunately here in Spain they got really strict with this blooming mask thing now. We've got to wear a mask every time you go outside, and also if I get any visitors, and Arby would have been one of them, he would have to sit next to me wearing a mask. He doesn't want to pay €100. I ain't paying it for him. So, Harvey's got a night off. Yeah, Aidan, it's been all right, but the mask thing has sort of stepped up here quite a bit now. I was just explaining about we've got to wear the mask virtually as you step outside the gate now. If you go visiting people, we've got to have a mask on. There's been a bit of confusion about wearing a mask in the bar. If you're not drinking or you're not eating, if you're sat at the table, seems the police have been giving us mixed messages on that. But we are coping well. Yes, yep. Jan and Bonnie are upstairs watching the telly at the moment. Bonnie's sort of sat in front of the fan. We've got the aircon on up there. I've just got a little fan down here blowing a breeze up my leg. Yeah. Thanks for that, Rob. Yeah, I'm out tomorrow morning, so that'd be interesting. Coming over hopefully in September, flights booked. If anyone wants to sell, I'm interested. Obviously, buy Sean a coffee. Top man, the Facebook user. Cloudy here in Milwaukee. Yeah, I think I know that area in US. No memento from the house behind you, Sean. Looking good. No, nothing going on there, Derek. It's still completely empty. But I think somebody actually does own it because I think every couple of years somebody turns up, has a quick look at it. This is something else. If you live in Spain, you get used to now. There are loads of people in Barcelona who think wearing a mask is just having it under your chin. Yeah, obviously the police won't think that if they catch you. But yeah, unfortunately there are some people. But I'll have to be honest. When we went down to Mercer the other day, nearly everybody was wearing a mask, which is good to see. There's always going to be some people not wearing it properly. Right, hello Sean. Good. Facebook user. I'm glad you enjoying it. I'll just say it again, guys. Anybody that's watching me on Facebook, you can. if you don't want to anyway, but you can. There should be a link from StreamYard that lets you tell us who you are, but it's fine if you don't want to use that. Can Harvey be long? Rob, unfortunately, some people, you know, he knows he's not the long lost brother. Anyway, I said to him, you can have a night off. It's because we're up early tomorrow morning doing a bit of droning. So he's having a bit of a rest. Darwin's just popped in. Top man, Darwin. Nice to see you. I'm keeping up with Sean. Hi, Sean. Seen on Facebook, you guys been struggling with water leaks. Yeah, not. I mean, when you see that the water leaks, it's not a whole campus, so it's on certain sectors. I think it's been D has been getting it bad, but thankfully on A we've had any problems at the moment. It's Tracy Everett and wants to buy a property and buy a coffee. Oh, Tracy, top lady. Yeah, always open for a free coffee. What do you reckon about the Totana going into lockdown? Yeah, now don't forget, guys, sometimes the news on the Facebook does get a bit mixed up. It hasn't gone into lockdown. It's gone back to phase one. Now, phase one here means, and this is probably the same in the UK, that I believe restaurants and bars can still be open, but only at 50%. Shops, I believe, are at 40%. So obviously most of the shops will be closed, except obviously supermarkets and essential things like post offices, things like that. But yeah, I think what they've done in Totana, because they've had a bit of a big spike there. They're trying to contain it, but we just got to hope that that doesn't spread down into Mazarin and the local area. But looking at the news today, there's been over 1,000 confirmed cases in Spain itself. Don't forget, Spain's a huge country, so 1,000 might sound a lot in one sense, but I know they don't want to obviously go into lockdown, but it hasn't gone into lockdown. It's just gone into phase one, which, yeah, bit of a shame. Love your videos, Antonio. Hi, it's Tony and Jenna. Yeah, that's right. Still living in Malaga. Good, nice place, Malaga. It's my folks used to live. Can Harvey be Bonnie's brother? Don't think Bonnie would like that somehow. Do you get your post? Okay, Sean, the lockdown has caused some serious. Yeah, well, I'll be honest. I did have some posts today. I was expecting a big box today from somebody. That didn't turn up from that famous company here in Spain called Sur, S-E-U-R. They said that they called round, but they didn't. But I did have a package today. I think, yeah, the post from the UK has been getting here a bit late as well. Hi, Sean, flying in at Alicante in 2 weeks. Anything I should know? All I can say at the moment, Gaz, don't forget your mask. Got to make and have enough masks as well to last your holiday here as well. I mean, there's no problem. Cookies just popped in there. There's a big, there's loads of masks about. So even if you get into the airport, no doubt you can buy them there. But yeah, don't forget you need your mask. And Steve's popped in, top man, Steve, and Mandy probably next to her. Hopefully, not out in the pool because you've got aircon in now. I was served with the RAF and just wondered how many years did you do in the army? I did 9. 9 years was enough for me. Sean, is the live with StreamYard your internet provider? If so, how much, please? No. StreamYard is obviously just a bit of software that I use for this live thingy. I use CompuServe. If you happen to be living on campus and you want to go and use internet, if you mention my name, I'll get a bit of a discount. But that's my internet provider, CompuServe on campus. But StreamYard is just a bit of software that I can do live, especially on YouTube. How much? I think it's about 23 euros a month. Yeah, I think it's about 20. That's with the IVA tax on it as well. Right, guys, if I miss out somebody, please forgive me because it's a bit difficult when it's just one person doing it. TW, sound a bit of a cough there. What was always learned before, I want to wait for my pension and social security instead of blowing through my 40. Yeah. Portugal and Spain, yeah, both good places to retire to. Spain, huge country, almost as big as Texas. Yeah, not as big as America, is it? I don't think Spain. A lot bigger than UK. Obviously not as many people. Dave, you still in the UK? I'll take it, Dave. How will the local government spend the agreed aid-free money from Europe? Any for campus sold, street lights? Derek, I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, the local council already this year allocated so much money to campus sold, street lights, ongoing thing. If you've been watching all their Facebook stuff, 1 week the lights are on, and next week the lights are off. An ongoing saga, but they have been allocated some money at the beginning of the year, not a huge amount, and I expect that's more to do with. Have a beer, Sean. I expect it's more to do with keeping the roads clear as well. Hang on. Do you experience in any way rowdy or drunky behaviour on campus at any time? I'll be honest, I don't hang about in the bars. I'm not a great drinker unless it's a cup of tea and a cup of coffee. I mean, obviously it goes on. I'm not going to say it don't. Yeah, and obviously some people drink a bit too much and drive home. But other than that, as far as I know, no, there's no street fighting or throwing of chairs and things. As far as I know, I mean, I think people here know that they can drink all day long, whereas obviously some places they drink as much as they could. Here you can just relax and drink as much, as long as you like. I'm not a drinker, so I can't answer that question really, because I don't hang about in the bars. Yes, it's cold and wet in the UK, says Dave. It's bloody hot. It's really hot here, Dave. Cheers. You're a bit late. I'll do another one. What's the weather like in Spain, Cookie? It is hot and sunny. Most days we have blue sky, but I will say we did have a bit of thunder the other day. But it's coming up to the 40s now. I, Sean, Julie, and Simon from sunny Scarborough, loving the videos. Thank you very much, Julie and Simon. I'm glad that they're helpful. How's the Mozzie sprayer been out lately? How often do you come? Good question, that Maria. I'll be honest, I haven't seen that Mozzie sprayer for a couple of weeks now. He come out, I think, at the beginning of June when there was a bit of a spike in the Mozzies. And I'll be honest, the Mozzies have seemed to sort of gone a bit quiet lately. We still hang on, I'll just go and get my spray to show you what I use. This is my Mozzie killer. Unfortunately, Mozzies do get in through little gaps in the gate, the doorway and that, and I'll just give out a quick spray, and that seems to get rid of the little blighters. But I haven't seen him come around lately. I think like anything else, the council has spent a lot of money over the past couple of months on trying to keep the streets disinfected and things like that, and the bins clean. I think the Mozzie spray has sort of been put to the side, but I know that Spain was given a load of money yesterday. Franksters popped in by the EU, so no doubt we'll hopefully see the Mozzie. We haven't seen the road sweeper for about a month as well. Is that taxi service on campus? Is there a taxi service on campus though? No. There's not one. You can order a taxi from Maveron to Campusol, but then you've got to pay the price. And I think somebody who caught a taxi from D to the golf club, which is only about 20-minute walk, I suppose, it cost him €20. So no, there's no illegal taxi drivers on Campusol. Obviously, there are some people around Campusol that do lifts for people, which is not obviously against the law, but no, there's no taxi service. And it's been something else that's been ongoing as well. Obviously, we got a new mayor in last year, and with this virus thing, that's all been put to the back again. I just think I'm sad that, No Fiesta this year, unfortunately. Hopefully next year will be all right, because there's obviously there's lots of weekend trips to fund for the Fiesta, but not this year. And it seems like a lot of the festivals that we're going to be on, Rob's popped in, Top Man. Yeah, which is a bit of a shame, because they do a lot of work. Oh, Al Sean, love watching your videos. We normally holiday in, yeah, I know that place, but want to come to Mazarin. That looks lovely. Not sure to do a hotel. How long does it take from Mercier Airport? Does it take long to go into Cartagena? Okay, from hang on, how long does it take to get from Mercier to the airport? Depends where you are from Mercier Airport. Oh, right, cool. So Mercier International Airport to Campasol, it takes about half an hour drive. It takes about, if you go into Cartagena from here, it takes about an hour. And the roads are pretty good. I hope that gives you some idea for that. Yeah. I've just got to get through these guys. Hello, Sean, heading over to Spain in August. I know many tourists around. All the beaches a lot quieter this year. Good question, that one. I did go down the beach because this is the thing now. Because we got a pool, we don't need to go to the beach for the moment, because what usually tends to happen normally from June, July, and August, it's all the people from Madrid, sort of the middle of Spain, come. They got their holiday homes hit down here. The beaches do get packed. This year, they still got packed. Nothing like what you would do, say, up at Benidorm or other places like that, or down south near Malaga way. But I would say it's busy, but obviously it's not as busy would it normally would be. No. Have I just missed somebody there? Do you have any problems with insects living in dog food, flour, things like that? No, we don't. Obviously, the only problems we have mainly is ants, but Jan's been on the case and put the ant killer down outside, and we have had no ants. If you're on about like cockroaches and things like that, that's another thing the council do. They spray down the sewers and all that stuff. So we've had no problems really. And the only problems that we've been having really is outside with the birds. The birds, because we've got grapes outside and fruit. And this year, I think because of the virus thing, all the wildlife has decided to come out. And we got a lot of birds this year pooing everywhere. Yeah. But insects now are all right. I mean, and obviously Bonnie leaves this earth food around. Yeah, we're all right on that, thankfully. Do I see? Yeah. Right, Tracy's game. It's really crazy that there's no taxes, at least for the summer. Yeah, I know. It's learning about the Spanish. Spain does things differently here, and everything that you probably hear about is everything has to be licensed. You know, bits of paper here, bits of paper there. People that are starting up a business here is really difficult. It's not. It might sound like you can buy a cheap property here, but if you're setting up a business here, it's a bit of a nightmare. And taxi, I think what I can make out of it, if it's a taxi business here already, they don't like competition, and I think that's the major problem here. Have I missed anybody out? Oh, Sean, what's the school satellite? Pretty good. Obviously, when we get a thunderstorm or if it's really raining, we lose the reception. But what I like about the satellite is because obviously every now and again the internet goes, so we can't watch the telly. So we just flick the switch, satellite. Yeah. So we got both, best of both worlds, and no TV license. Oh, Sean. Have any businesses folded? Not yet, but I think the thing is, obviously now it's the busiest season. Sorry, I'm getting my phone out of my pocket. It's the busiest season now, and I'm no doubt looking at some of the bars and the restaurants. They obviously lost a lot of business, you know, because they can't open up fully. Some of them can only open up so long in the day. So I would say we're probably looking at September onwards. We're going to start seeing if people survive. But at the moment, they're surviving, but they can't deal with another lockdown. I love going in the pool at the grandma's. That's pretty good. That's good. Yeah. Tracy Everett, as a person who has previously lived in the region of Kettle Hills, Maze, and most of the region is awesome. As Sean shows, top lady, out, Tracy. How was the heat for Bonnie? Well, what I try and do ever with Bonnie is we go out 7:30 in the morning. We go for about half-hour walk. Then I meet up with the dog gang and we have a good old coffee. And then we usually in the evening, tonight, I'd go out a little bit earlier tonight. I'd go out about just after 7. But yeah, during the daytime, no, I don't take Bonnie out. I mean, some of the videos that are coming up at the moment are still 2 or 3 weeks that I've done previously when it was a little bit cooler. But at the moment, I don't take Bonnie out at all during the daytime. It's too hot. It would burn her pools. But she's coping really well. Hi again, Sean, Antonia, yeah. Right, Lynn and Alan. Yeah, Toltana at the moment has dropped back to phase 1. They've sort of what they've done. Anybody's living there has not had to go out now. They had a big spike yesterday. Obviously, they know in the next 2 or 3 days that spike's going to get bigger because obviously people got. I'm going to say the word contaminated because it sounds better than it. Yeah, and they're in phase 1 at the moment. The lockdown, they don't want to do a lockdown if they can help it, even though there's been a bit of a huge spike in Spain itself, but they don't want to do a lockdown. But at the moment, there's a lot of bad news going about, but at the moment, it's only gone into phase 1, but that's just Toltana. Sean, I love Spice Filler. Yeah. You're quite right there, Facebook users. Spiceful is very nice. I go there when I can. I'm not a great lover of curries, but Spiceful is good. Our house prices going up. As far as I know, Frank, they're still steady. Nothing's dropped in price. Nothing's gone up as far as I know. Top man, yeah. I'm glad you enjoying the vids. How we doing for time? Yeah, we're right. Lost connection. If you went phase 1, right? If you went to phase 1, Mazaron. Would we be turned back? Good question. That I don't know. I can't say that. As far as I know, phase 1, you can still I think what they're trying to say is you can stay in the area. So if you obviously landed at Corvera Airport, you'll be all right. I'm not too sure about if you landed at Alicante because Alicante is in a different province. So. What I will say is keep checking out Spain Speaks. I've got that written down here by Stuart. He's putting up a video nearly every day at the moment. Now, even though I know he's in Portugal having his holiday, he's still keeping up to date news. Another good site because there's a lot of news stuff out there. It's spreading rumours about we're in lockdown when we're not. Like we said, Toltana, which is just up the road from us, has gone into phase 1. Is obviously the government site. But as far as I know, you shouldn't be turned back yet. But it's always obviously keep checking the news every day. Eric, top man from Cartagena. What is Toltana? Well, Toltana is a big town just outside of where we are. So you got Mazaron, Toltana, Alhama de Murcia. They're all big towns in this Murcia province there. But unfortunately, Toltana is at a big spike. One of the bars, I think there was 44 people today went down with it. They know, obviously, that's going to get bigger because those 44 people mingle with whoever else. Sean, if someone retires in Spain, can you bring over a small gun collection? I would have said yes, you could, because obviously Spain's obviously you can go to our local hardware shop and buy guns. So I suppose as long as you've got the right documentation from the police, I can't see that being a problem. Any properties for 50k or less, and I couldn't say about the prices and that because as you probably know on all my videos I do for Vinny, any questions like that, ask Vinny. You know, now there obviously will be properties at 50k. A and B, I don't know so much. Maybe C and D, you got no problem. A and B is a bit iffy, but you probably still can. But just check out all the I think there's 6 estate agents on campus, so and they should be able to tell you what it is. Right, got rid of him. Are there any many horror stories about properties people think? Is it a commonplace, etc.? Says Gavin. I don't understand that question. You can have to say that one again. Are you referring to that fantastic video? No doubt. I mean, all I can say on that is, I mean, we've got 5,000 villas there, and that's probably got about, I don't know, 3,000 people living there. Can't be that bad, can it? Good luck getting through the security. Yeah, 62, 60. I can see 68 up there, which is good. No guns. Well, as you probably well know, obviously in Spain, the police and I believe even the security guards that carry guns on them, this place is real. Yeah. What's that about? So I'm just going through that. I will get the old side glance visits from their dog. Yep. Hi, Sean. Are you a keen? No, I'm not a keen golfer. I love going on the golf resorts, and I love to have a good nose around. As you probably know, all these videos that I do on the golf resorts are all off the cuff. I've never been there before. Don't know what to expect. Some of them have actually got golf courses fully operational, and some of them haven't. And some of them haven't had them for years. And I do think that's wrong when some estate agents actually proclaiming that these golf resorts are fully operational when they're not. But no, I'm not a golfer. I don't think I intend to be. Is the bug right? Yes, it is a real one, Rob. I don't know if you can see that it's getting that camp. It's a bit different. Oh, not so good. Yeah, it's a real. It's not water. Got a new watcher from John. Wants to see you, John. Are there any places near Campbell for small carp fishing? Any ponds? There is. Now, all I will say on that is, because I'm not a fisherman, but I know that you do need to have certain you have to have insurance, you have to have a license. Now, somebody did, because I don't do fishing, but I know there are. I think there is actually a fishing group. These guys go out. Sea fishing is totally different to the lakes and that. There are lakes nearby, but I think some of them you usually have to travel about an hour's drive away. But yeah, I know the licensing can be a bit mad here. Is Consume open? Yes, Consume's open all year round, and it's still going well. A lot going there myself, doing a lot of shopping. Are any good campsites for motorhomes nearby? Now, all I can say on that is obviously along the coast in Mazarin. I think there's one in Bolnavo, where the sound sculptures are. They got one there. But what I do know is most of these, I think we've got 3 campsites along the front there. Most of them are pretty well booked up. So you have to go online and have a look for it. But I'm sure if you go onto the Mazarin tourist site, they can give you links for it. Hi, Sean, is the pig farm still planned from out? Yes. I mean, all I can say on that pig farm, he hasn't got the pigs in yet. I mean, I've been here 4 years and that pig farm's been ongoing, but he's actually got the feeders up now. So I would say, yeah, the pig farm is going to be operational. When that happen, I don't know. But we don't seem to hear anything about that. Obviously, with this virus thing, it seems to have snowed over everything at the moment. Leave the thumbs up. Yeah, the more thumbs up, guys, it makes my channel get known out there in the Facebook world. Open all hours, Sean. Says John. Yeah, I am. I try to be open all hours. Is the medical centre a good one? I'll be honest, Heather. I don't like doctors. As far as I know, yeah, it's pretty good one. Don't forget, we got a private health care centre on campus on A, and we also got the what we call the Spanish health service medical centre on A as well, and they're both just as good. They speak pretty good English. There's another health centre down in Mazarin, the town itself. There's a private insurance thing down there as well called DKV Mazarin town. Our nearest hospital is at Cartagena, so this is why I say to people that you need to get a car, guys, because it's about an hour's drive away. Mojaca, yeah, have you been? I've been there. I didn't realise Mojaca, the old town, was just a bit off away from the beach. But I have been down. It's a lovely area. A lot of Brits live down that way. It is a nice area, lovely beach. I was hoping to go down to Mohacker, this sort of period, but at the moment I've got other things going on, so I probably won't be going down there until probably into September now. Hi Sean, been watching your videos over the years. Just bought one. Top Man come out in August. I'll be looking forward to seeing that too. If you can get a photograph, that would be fantastic. I can post it up on my community page. But thank you much. Thanks for the support. Oh, hang on. I just missed that one. Hi, Sean. There's rumours that parts of Spain could be going back into lockdown, Linda and Clive. Yeah, a lot of rumours going around at the moment. I believe the other day, Eric sent me a message in the late evening saying Spain had gone, well, not Spain, but Murcia had gone on lockdown. That wasn't true. There are lots of talks about the lockdown thing. I think what's happening, messages are getting mixed up. Just up the road from us in Toltana, they've gone back into phase 1, which doesn't mean it's lockdown. Spain doesn't want to go into lockdown. They can't really afford it, but obviously if things keep going up, then yeah, there's talk about. All I would say is check out Spain Speaks, the YouTube channel by Stuart. He's doing daily reports on the whole of Spain. Obviously, check out the government site where you can get correct information. There's obviously, you got the Guardian and the Sun and the Mirror and all that lot. Keep putting up loads of rubbish about Benidorm is in lockdown, things like that. But at the moment, it's just talk. Spain's such a confusing place. Anyway, if we make it sure, what's it like? Fantastic, Lim and Alan. At the moment, it's really hot, blue skies. We did have a bit of a thunderstorm the other night. Anybody like myself having problems getting refunds? Yeah, carry on with that one. I know some people have been waiting months for that. Are the markets open? The Camposol market hasn't been open, and it sounds like that won't be open until September, but there is a market at Condado, which is the golf resort just up the road. On Saturday night, they've been having a market. And I believe on a Sunday down in Mavron, they'll be having a market. It's pretty sparse, obviously, because they've got to keep the space in. I was told Spanish private health insurance is better than English ones. I can't say for that ever. I would say they're probably both the same, really, because even the English ones are not really English. DKV is a German company. I think it's Bupa in it, and I think Bupa is a European thing, so I wouldn't say that they're any cheaper. Obviously, the Spanish health system, it would be far cheaper. Once you become a resident, you can apply to pay into the Spanish health system, which is a lot cheaper. I'm not going to go on to that tonight, but yeah, but it's a good idea to keep looking. I promoted your page, and yeah, good, already following you. Am I? That makes me amazing. Thank you much, Facebook user. All right, and flies, says Desmond. What's the flies got to do with it? I don't know. Also, lift. All right, your Tesco's. Yeah. May I please request? Is there a baby line, nappies, etc.? Yeah, I think you'll. Yeah, I know you're on about the Tesco's. Yeah. As far as I know, there should be a baby section, because I don't obviously look for that part of it. But I know when I go down where all the hair stuff is, that there's I've seen the baby creams and that. So yeah, nappies and that will be in there. And don't forget, most of the other supermarkets, we got Aldi, Lidl's, they all sell that stuff as well. Hang on, and bacon. Right now, it's starting to pay out now. Unfortunately, just have to be patient. Yeah, I think they're also giving out, was it tokens or something? How much, Sean? How much for what, LS? How long was your live vlog for? John, you got to put up for me for another 20 minutes yet, mate. I hope you can put up for me that long. Thank you. Says the Facebook user. Thank you. I think you're on about, because you've been putting my stuff out there. Top Man. or top person, I should say. Right, I'm just going to give a bit of a break at the moment because it's over my half hour bit. Now, this video I'm putting up now is only a 30-second clip. This next week's videos, the first one's I'm doing the drive around Camp Sol. This one's about the drive around the sea. It's only a short vid, but it gives you some idea. On sea, there are two private areas. They're Monsuras. They're completely different to the other types of villas here that were built by Massa. Whoops. Okay, now the next video, which will be next Thursday's video, is allotments. And I know some of you guys out there are interested in gardening. I'm not, but my wife is a big gardener, and it surprised me what you can grow out in the wild, not in the wild, but out in the open with no shade. This is a quick clip of next week's video on a Thursday. Look at a allotment, is what we call it in the UK. It's a community gardens for the people that live in the area. So that we think that's onions in there. That's tomatoes. Now next door, I reckon that's so we're doing another smelling one now that you can't smell, but that's lavender. Now I've been told lavender keeps the mosquitoes away. Do you think that could be potatoes?
No, peppers.
No? Oh, it's peppers.
And potato is a nice flower. Do you know the flower of potato? And
yeah. I can see. I just make out the peppers now.
The peppers.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what's coming on next week. Just to give you an idea. I'm going to go back into. Right, I think if I missed anybody out, guys, I'm so sorry. Right, Everett. Is there? Yes. No. the Lidl and the Aldi is actually down in the port of Maveron. I mean, to be honest, I mean, obviously, if you go to like Cartagena, you've got the big French store that I can't think of now. Yeah, I mean, you can't go. I mean, to be honest, even the Spanish ones, you can't even think of the Spanish ones now. They're pretty good out here, really, on all types of food and stuff. Just trying to think of that French company now. It's got a massive that sells everything from food to electronics. Somebody's going to tell me what it is in a minute, aren't they? To help me out. Yeah. Okay, that's Lynn, Aaron. I'll be happy to do that. Just let me know when you're here. Yeah, it's obviously it's very difficult trying to get all questions done. So I will be this time. Yeah, that's good to hear, John. All right, yes. Are you doing lamps in the pool? Says Derek. Derek, I'll be honest, I haven't had a chance to get in the pool yet, believe it or not, but I am. The next day or so, I've got to force myself to get in that pool, get some fat off my tummy. Your videos are great. Good. That's the main thing. I'm glad that they can help you. That's it. Careful. Amazing place. I mean, they got so much. I mean, you can just go in there. You can get your car tires bought and everything else. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Thank you very much, guys. Kev, you know what I was on about, didn't you? Yeah. Careful, yeah, amazing place. And I'll be honest, I buy most of my clothing in it. My wife doesn't like me buying it in there, but to me, it's cheap, it fits me, it's what I want. It's a Chinese store next to Consume. Yes, that he opened, I don't know, well over a month ago. Yeah, all the Chinese stores are back up and running again. Lot from Desmond there. What's the best and cheapest bank to use? Tony, I wouldn't have a clue, mate. I mean, one thing I've noticed here in Spain, it's like going back in the old days, you have to pay bank charges. I believe there are some banks that, as long as you put a load of money in their bank, you can get it for free. I don't know which they are. I just use the one on Camp Sol because it's easy for me, the Casa one. But you have to pay bank fees. Yeah, that will differ. Sorry, I got cut off. But have you been? No. Oh, sorry. Yes. What do I think of Mohacker? Lovely place. Nice, lovely beach. They got a lot of apartments along the front there. I didn't realise that Mohacker's got the old town at the back there. But I want to get back down there again and do some videos on Mohacker. But at the moment, I'm just a bit over the top of the stuff. had the reboot, lost sound. Good. Yeah, so obviously something happened there then. Maybe it's when I put those videos on. Is there... I'll be honest, Maria, I wouldn't have a clue about that. All I know is that there's two big shopping centres in Murphia. One of them obviously got what I presume is all the stuff. You got the Apple store and all the other stuff. You know, I'm not a great lover of shopping, but I couldn't really say, to be honest. If somebody's watching this who lives in this area could help out Maria, that would be a big help for Maria. Mercadona, yes, that's the other one, David. Yeah, fantastic. We like going to Mercadona, obviously a Spanish supermarket, but the prices there are really reasonable, a lot cheaper than Consum and obviously Aldi and Lidl's. You know, you always thought that they were the cheapest, but Mercadona, you get some good stuff in there. Thanks for that, Dave. Top man helped me out on that. What time do you start your live blog? John, you're not on my Facebook group, are you? Well, even on everything about every 2 weeks. So up there above my head's the next one on the 6th of August. It's at 9:30 Spanish time for 1 hour only. I'll be finishing in 15 minutes. But that gives you an idea, John. Every 2 weeks, mate. Are the restaurants observing social distance, or is it back to normal, just packing them in? Paul, obviously some places had been doing that. They've just been shut down. Huge fines. Across the road. They just can't afford to do things like that. I can't say that is that the same all over. No doubt there are certain places around Spain that obviously trying to make the money, aren't they? To me, I try and keep clear of those sort of places. Or I go to places I know that are quite quiet. But yeah, usually they are keeping to, you know, they're coming out to be served with the masks on. But as far as I know, they're not packing them in. I think what it is here, it's not like Malaga or a bit further up in Murcia City or even further up. So where I've been, it's been quite well looked after. Are there plenty of shops you can buy masks? Yes, got no problem. I think every shop's selling masks now, and obviously the Chinese stores are selling them. You can go into your chemists, your pharmacies, they'll be selling them. Our local shop, which I'm 2-minute walk for me, he's selling masks. Obviously, there's a bit of a fashion craze on the moment. You've probably seen my masks. The masks, and they're not trying to rip you off. You know, there's one of mine, there's one of the zippy one. Bit of a fashion statement in it. So there's another one there. The Joker. Good. Hang on, if I missed something out, do you have to wear a mask when you... Yes, John, Steve. Yeah, this is the thing. It's what's been passed the past couple of weeks now. You've got to go out wearing your mask. Even on taking Bonnie now, I have to wear my mask. So virtually, as soon as you go out the door, you've got to wear a mask. And the police are being given the orders this week to do that. And there's been a bit of a... right. So Dave's just come up with that. That was Maria, when I asked him about that. So there is one. I didn't know about it. You got to wear a mask, and it's just getting back to that mask thing. Now, some of the restaurants are saying if you're not eating your food, you've got to put your mask back on, and it's the same as you're drinking. Bit ridiculous, but if the police come up, they'll do you. So all I can suggest, I take my mask off when I'm having a cup of coffee and things like that, but just keep your mask near you. If you see the police car turn up, just put them on, because they're just finding them. And they said there's been a huge fine rate going on. Obviously, they're doing the police funds doing the collection. Do you have to wear a mask when you're out? Yeah, sorry, Steve, we've just done that one online. Yeah, love McDonald's. Mercadona, yeah. I mean, I love going in there. What's the favourite restaurant close by, Sean? What's a favourite restaurant? They don't give me nothing, see, so I can't really say. To me, because I live on 8, I usually go in the Cats. I believe upstairs. I've been up there, fish the bars, do some great food. Because I'm English, they do a lot of this fish and chip stuff during the week there as well. These bars. I mean, I'll be honest, they're all right. I mean, it depends what you want, really, isn't it? If you want to pay a lot of money, yeah, you're going to have to go obviously some posh place. But if you just want basic, good old food, they're most all right. I go over the Condado. Can't think. That's what I mean. Trying to think of the names now, but I do go to the Condado a lot. I think it's American Diner. They do a big selection of food. Love it there. Big massive hot dogs. What's the Water Leaks all about? Been asked. We have a villa on D. Yeah. Well, obviously the Water Leaks is always an ongoing thing. They seem to have a purge, don't they? I think last year it was on B. Now it seems to be on D at the moment. I'm on A, so we don't seem to get many leaks over this side. So I can't say why it's happening. No doubt, because we're talking. Well, I mean, on A it's 20 years. On D, I think it's 10 years, isn't it? But yeah, as far as I know now, that the water leaks have stopped. I mean, they're pretty good. The water company, they come straight out and fix it anyway. But yeah, better safe than sorry. No case. Yeah, that's very true, Ever. As far as I know, still yet, since this all kicked off, nobody's had a confirmed case on Campersol yet, even though there are obviously going around. Maria's, thanks, Dave. Yeah, top man, Dave. You're on the ball for helping me out tonight on that one. Oh, Sean, great show. Yes, Stuart. The weather is fantastic. You probably can't hear it. Well, I've got a fan blowing here. It's. I mean, we're still in the 30s at the moment this time of night. But yeah, it's been lovely and sunny. We did have a couple of days. We had a day the other day where we had a bit of a thunderstorm. You know what it's like here. It didn't last long. Great job tonight, Maria. On your own too. Yeah, I know. Poor Harvey would have been sat next to me wearing his mask. And he wouldn't have liked that wearing a mask for an hour. I'm glad you're enjoying. That's the main thing. All right, in 6 years, I do hope to retire in Spain. My Spanish language skills are minimal. Just like me, TW. I will find. We'll need every day for the 6 years. I think a good thing to use is that app Babbel. That's quite a good thing to learn Spanish on. Do you know anyone who has a heated? No. You know what? I've been asking for people that's got solar power, especially for swimming pools. I mean, the water heaters that's small fry. I haven't found anybody yet that's got solar panels on their roof that I could do a video on. Yeah. I mean, if anybody can help out the Facebook user on that, that'd be fantastic. But as far as I know, it still seems to be, back in the dark ages on that. You tell you what, 6 years, it will fly by. I can remember thinking about coming to Spain 10 years ago, and I'm here now. So it will shoot back. What are the... I couldn't say. I mean, I would say, obviously, there's more English than... the other nationalities, even though we've got a mixture, we've got, there are Spanish here, there are lots of Germans and Belgians, Russian, Chinese. I mean, but I would say, obviously, because nearly all the businesses are run by the English. But I could be wrong on that. I've got a feeling that some of the restaurant people are going to say, no, they don't. That's again, Sean, please, would you give my mum, Linda, a mention? She's resident and fly back. Linda, yeah, have a great time. Fly back with us tomorrow. We can't wait, mate. Okay, that's good to see. Lynn and Alan, what made you decide to start a YouTube channel? I've been doing a YouTube channel, I think, 2009, I think, but I did that as a business when I was back in the UK. Obviously, it didn't go anywhere, because people are interested in certain things, aren't they? And it wasn't really until just a year before I actually moved out to Spain, which was about 4 years ago. 5 years, sorry. I obviously, if you watch my other channel, I got a drone channel. I'm big into drones, and I did the crop circles because I got in with the guy. Because I'll tell you what, crop circles are made by people, and I got on with those guys, and that kicked off my channel. But when I moved to Spain, we can't do crop circles here because the straw's not very deep here. It doesn't work very well. So I decided to do about Spain, and that's how it sort of kicked off, really. Yeah, that's obviously Dave's helping out there. I've gone back to what I decided to do. Coffee break Spanish from Glasgow. Top man Rob. So TW's written that down. Tell the truth, Sean. You sacked Harvey off after one show. Yeah, he was too attractive. He wouldn't have been very attractive wearing a face mask all evening. I can assure you that. I thought I couldn't make him sit next to me wearing a mask because it's bad enough wearing a mask out there because it's blooming steams you up, steams your glasses up. But yeah, and I think Harvey's quite excited that he's not stuck next to me. Really, I've got solar panels on my roof, Sean. You're welcome to pop round over to Los next month to do some filming. I'll tell you what, if you can send me a message, that would be great, because I've been trying to ask people. I don't know what the thing is about why people don't want to know about solar panels, but that would be fantastic, because that would be, to me, would be interesting, and I know a lot of other people would be interested in that. I'm not going to the UK ever to do solar panel roofs, but thank you very much for your offer. Yeah, I know, it's good. See, look, I've only got a small hand. Is health insurance expensive? Sean, it depends on how old you are and what condition you are. When we come to Spain, we was paying for both of us £200 a month, and we was 63-ish with no health problems. But if you've got health problems, and some of those health problems, if you got problems with your heart, or you got they might insure you. So it's something to think about if you think about coming to Spain. The lockdown stops soon. I'm going in 3 weeks, but it gets worse. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that, Cookie. Can't do crop circles in Spain because it's too hot for them little green men. Yeah, very true that, because they could just shrivel up, couldn't they? Other one there from Ever about learning the Spanish, which is always very helpful. Good tip, that one. I must remember that. Light speeds from Rob to now. Rob's the top man on Spanish, so if he uses it, that's a good one to use. Yeah, I've been trying to catch solar panels for ages. I even contacted the company, and as soon as obviously they knew that I was going to talk about them, they obviously must have been charging too much and didn't want to know me. I would have worn a mask and need to pop the house zeros. Let's have a trip up there. Harvey. Oh, you would have worn a mask. You wouldn't, not for an hour. Solar panels is, yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, they just built a massive solar farm just at the side of us, which we're not going to benefit from it, unfortunately. But I'm sure the Spanish are catching on with it now, and they're putting up these solar farms all over the place. Does Tesco's do? No, not at the moment. I know Consume do, and I believe Mercadona do home deliveries, but as far as I know at the moment, Tesco's don't do a home delivery. But, you know, obviously, as things progress, that would probably be another thing, because I know obviously you can get pizzas, and I think Burger King do home deliveries now. Not saying I would. Right, guys, it's coming near my knocking off time. Is the corona sticks around, they may require Bonnie to... Yeah, that wouldn't be surprised me, TW, about face masks for doggies. Great man. Cheers, Desmond, top man. Garlic bread is the future, yes. That keeps the wife away. I was sure I'm tempted to go to the place in the sun. Is it easy to find work? I'll be honest, Steve, it's hard. You know, the people that do live here and work, obviously you've got to remember that wages are a lot lower here. And you working out in this heat, I won't want to do it, mate. But it's not that heat, not in this part anyway. maybe other parts of Spain where, you know, like Murcia and places like that, but not here. This is a big farming area. Okay, guys, I've got to go now, guys, because it's 10:30. And if I don't go now, I never will. But I want to thank you very much. And adios, amigos. I'm sorry I missed everybody. But anyway, I most appreciate everybody popping in. Don't forget, it's over there. That's my next one at 6th of August, 9:30. And yeah, I'll catch you again, guys. I'm going to put up my adios amigo bit. You see if I can find it. Yeah, that's it. It's off.